Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunless Skies. As you can see here, we are where we left off. Now, we've just started. If you haven't seen the first episode, then there'll be a link at the top of the screen. Go see it now. Basically, we came back from some mission that was in a zone we shouldn't have been in, and the captain got injured, so we rushed back, learning how to control the ship, or basic movements of the ship. And as we arrived back at London, the captain died, and as the first mate in the captain's will, I have been given the train, so I am now in charge. But we have been asked to deliver a black box without looking at it, and I did promise the captain that I would do everything she asked. That is the ambition, is of being a writer. Want to be famous from it. But we have an opportunity, so we're going to start with this. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you a case of her pocket watch. It is embossed with a crown and hourglass of London's horology office. The body responsible for ensuring time is constant across the empire. I'm hoping to book passage to Port Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. I can, of course, pay. You're unavailable at the moment, or offer her passage to Port Prosper. Now, I don't know where that port is, but we can do it, I suppose. Thank you. The locomotive I was on broke down following a boiler rupture. The chief engineer's fault, I suspect. A gentleman fonder of brandy than of diligence. Here, an initial sum to seal our bargain. Prosper lies to the north-northeast. Note that there is such a thing as north, south, east, and indeed west out there. When the cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more reliable stars visible from the northeast, south, and west. London's value familiarity. Okay. So I'm going to assume, I don't know this, but I'm going to assume, hold on, so the fastidious inspector. Transporting a fastidious inspector to Port Prosper. Gained 50 sovereign, and she's on the engine. So it's north, east. Okay. I mean, in theory, we came from northeast. So that's interesting. Okay, but that's fine. So we have her. We're going to investigate the black box first. So, Captain Whitlock left it in the hold. Her will described it only as a black box. Should be considered to be an unhelpful understatement. It is a casket of black basalt. Longer than you are tall, unadorned, with a single small recess that contains a keyhole. The thing must weigh most of a ton. It stands upright in the corner of the hold, where the crew have pushed it out of the way. So, consider what to do with it. Yeah, the captain had a specific request. Whether you obey with it is up to you. You can try to remember when the box was acquired. Examine the box. Okay, so it looks like a sarcophagus. Or sell the box. We can't consult an academic because we don't have an academic friend. We can't find someone to open it because we're not dodgy. We can't pick it ourselves because we're not dodgy. And we can't explode it open because we're not dodgy. Okay. So we can... Let's try to remember. Captain had it brought on board just before your ill-fated expedition to the Blue Kingdom. It was empty then. You know, because you saw the lid and the box carried on board separately and assembled in the hold. It's not empty now. It is sealed. And even heavier than before. But you left for the Blue Kingdom shortly after the box was delivered, and made no stops on the way. So whatever inside the box now was found in the Blue Kingdom. Right, so that was why we went. Whatever the reason was in that box. Okay, consider what to do with it. A last request of the captain before the box was specific address in London. Alternatively, you can perhaps find someone willing to purchase it. Okay, so... I mean, it says sell it in London, but... it's not giving me an option. I mean, let's examine it as well then. There are no carvings or inscriptions. There are no holes to let light or air in. There's a keyhole. Can't peek through it. Okay, so they've recently added the keyhole. Oh, but that's all I can do with it. I can't... it's not giving me to deliver it, which is weird. I might have to do that in New Winchester. I might have to... Alright, so should we explore the city? I suppose? Investigate. So we've investigated Black Box. We can do some writing. Before we carry on, let's explore the city. An opportunity. Learn about trading. The smog clanking, singing, stamping, thronging, frantic heart of the Reach. An ever-expanding port of soot, smuggled glass and bright steel. So, successful Skyfarers fund their expeditions by dabbling in trade. Acquire whether there are any good trade opportunities available. We can visit a club. And we can acquire about the war. Let's do the opportunity first, I think. A porter at the station advises you to visit a nearby pub, the Promise of Days, and talk to the seasoned captains there. They keep their ears to the ground, they know about the opportunity or two. Visiting the Promise of Days is one of the opportunities when exploring the city. Okay, alright. So now so it's basically told me to now visit there. Okay, you may find helpful advice in here. Introduce yourself. So we can introduce ourselves. We can go elsewhere. Okay, well, let's introduce ourselves. Before I gathered at the usual table, the masked citizen, the libertine, pioneer, the neo-octurnal artistic school. Okay, of course, everything out there is jolly dangerous. Few risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the places you visit, and deliver them to Victory Hall or Company House. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Look out for opportunities on the way. Advise the masked citizen passengers who want transport rich men in need of work, etc. Then we can... okay, ask them how to make a fortune through trade. Might as well. Alright, so we can ask about the markets. Buy and selling goods. Ask about prospects. Ask them if they know of a good prospect available now. Ask about bargains. Ask how to expand the prospects and bargains available. How to put it delicately. Okay, so can we find things in our favour? Right, I'm going to do a trading opportunity. I mean, I can probably go down and do all of these, to be honest. So, you can sell them, trade things. Okay, yeah, okay. So you can buy, you can sell, not buy, any trade goods at any major port. Lesser ports each sell a single good. You can see what the ports are by clicking on the map. Ah, okay, so each port only sells one thing for you to buy. But then you can sell them other ports for more money, in theory. Accept prospects in the Bazaar at major ports. You can accept up to 4 at once. You may review and abandon them in the locomotive screen. Okay, so they're specifically where people will pay more for a specific commodity. Okay, that's fine. Bargains at any minor ports bazaar. Finite supply, so there's limited of those. I'm pretty sure that one is just, yeah, the more people you meet and the more missions you complete and how leveling up and that kind of thing will help with that. Alright, well, let's do this one then. Okay, so, the host at Magdalena's needs an urgent delivery of seeds, paying a pretty penny too. If I were you, I'd go to the bazaar straight away, put a mark against it. Broker at Port Avon is selling cheap seeds. An opportunity. Port Avon lies to the south-southeast, and Madeleine's lies to the north-northwest. Right, so they are like poles apart. So I'm going to have to go south-southeast in order to get the seeds. And then north-northwest in order to deliver them. Alright, okay, well that's good to know. Oh, well that's everything I think I can do here. Bid them adieu. Explore the city. So where do I, shops? Is that the bazaar? Okay, there's the bazaar. Okay. Locomotive captains gather at the bazaar. Okay, so the prospects. So seeds. There's the seeds. So we're going to claim the seeds. The devil of Carnan are expecting a new when close harps singing. They request up to 5 gourds of so-and-so nectar. They can be considered. I'm not going to accept that one just because I don't really know where it is. But I'm going to accept this one because we know about that. So that's fine. I don't know if this is going to be one of those. It says you can accept up to 5, I think it was. What is this one? Okay, so this is buying and selling bits and pieces for my... I can upgrade, basically. I can upgrade my stuff. So that's fuel and supplies, which... my fuel's actually not doing too bad, if we're being honest. And my supplies are 6 out of 12, so that's okay for now. Okay, and this is how it looks. Oh, so these are to buy new engines completely. Oh, look at that fancy one. It's a lot of money. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. Go out and explore the high wilderness, stories of terror in the Sunless Sky. Okay. Bop. Alright, so what we got? That's the hold. It's the profile. It's our journal. It's the officers. chart, options. Right, so this is the chart. So we're here. So we had one that was north-northeast, didn't we? Now, I don't remember. I rewatched last video because I didn't remember being able to get through there. And you can't get through there. Not that I couldn't see anything there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to have to come down here and go round this way to get up here. But obviously getting seeds is also down here. Well, south-southeast is like there. That's south-southeast there. Because this is south. South-southeast, southeast. Southeast-east. East. So it's like kind of along here. It's along this line here. Obviously, yeah, that's kind of north-northeast is up there. And that's where she needs to go. So we're going to try and get her there first. But I'm not going to go through there because I don't think I can go through there. Alright, now this is dangerous. I'm going to take a risk though. I'm actually going to leave without repairing. That's what I'm going to do. I've got to remember to do the dodging as well.